Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nyca, and with a little celebrity news and gossip. Today we're going to start off with about 5 or 6 topics, and I'm going to run through them, say my piece on it, and then I'm going to be out, and I will be uploading Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup shortly after. Alright, let's start with what's going on in the world that we know today. Centoya Brown. After spending half her life behind bars, Centoya Brown will walk out of prison this week a free woman. Now 31, was sentenced to life in prison in connection with the killing of a Nashville man. Brown said that had solicited her for sex. According to Brown, she was raped and forced into prostitution by a pimp and ended up killing one of her clients out of self-defense. Though only 16 at the time, she was tried as an adult and given a life sentence. She is now focusing on transforming herself. She is mentoring troubled youth, working on her college degree, and planning a nonprofit so she can help other young people. She already obtained her associate degree from Lipscomb University in 2015. She also received a bachelor's degree in Tennessee prison for women in May. Now, this story always did touch my heart because I felt like, in a way, she was somewhat misjudged, and I definitely didn't think that she should have been tried as an adult. We saw various celebrities come out in support of this woman, trying to get her clemency, and it did happen last year. I came in and I reported about it. Well, this week it really warms my heart to know that she's going to be released from jail. She has a chance to start her life all over again. I am just so proud of the work that she has done since she has been a prisoner, because clearly this lady was trying to get her life back on track, even when she wasn't certain if she would ever see the free world again. So I wish Miss Centoya Brown the utmost best going forward in her life. I hope she obtains all the goals that she is working on trying to achieve. I wish her nothing but the best. It's a shame that we live in a country that something like this could happen. This girl's life has been pure hell, and finally, Lady Justice is shining her spotlight over on her, and she'll have an opportunity at 31 to be able to start her life all over again, and that's still fairly young. So I think she gonna do. I think she's gonna be all right, because there's a lot of people that support this lady. Anyway, let's move on. Ain't no rest for thieves, child. So someone broke into Dwayne Dog the Bounty Hunter Chapman business in Colorado and stole merchandise and items belonging to his late wife Beth, and he is now calling on the person who did it to turn themselves in. He told reporters in Denver on Friday he will ask the police to not press charges if the person surrenders to him in the next 48 hours. Now, I'm going to tell you something. This man has gone through hell and half. He didn't been, because you can best believe, when your spouse is going through a battle, you're going through it too. And we know that his late wife Beth, went through cancer. He went into remission and returned again. This time she opted not to do some of the work as far as the medications. She wasn't that type of person, so she later succumbed to her cancer. But I just think that it's sad that when these people this man is already grieving his wife, someone would come in and take something from them. And then even in that, he's still showing mercy. I told y'all when I reported on the passing of Beth Chapman that I really got into Dog the Bounty Hunter from watching his show over on, I think it was A&E. But I got into him, and one of the things that he said to me that stuck with me and sticks with me today, he used to say, where mercy is given, mercy is shown. Because he hasn't always had, the best background. He's been through some life changes and obstacles and whatnot, and he still managed to pull himself up. and help his wife, and they got a they had a beautiful marriage from what we see on the outside. Oh, excuse me, y'all. These allergies be eating me a new one. But he seems like, it seems like they had a beautiful life together. And at a time when he is mourning her loss, I really think that it is the scumbag of the earth to go into their business and rip them off for items that probably are very close to him right now. Everything that reminds him of his wife, he wants to keep close to him. So I don't think that you should have went there and stolen people's stuff. I hope the person turns himself in within the 48-hour period. I think that is commendable that he would even go to those links to say that he would do everything he could to make sure the person is not prosecuted. Just give me back my stuff. Anyway, y'all, moving on. Miss Nene Leakes set the record straight about how she feels about Cynthia Bailey getting engaged, and the model herself stepped in to express her appreciation for Leakes' gifts. But fans are not feeling it. It seems it seems in a story, I think I did this a couple of days. I think I reported to you guys that Radar Online claimed that Nene was irate that Marlo Hampton attended the grand opening of the Bailey wine cellar, and that is where Mike Hill, Cynthia now fiance, popped the question. According to Leakes, why would I explode? Child, I don't want high blood pressure, Leakes said in part on Instagram on July the 30th. I sent Bailey the night of the engagement a beautiful gift and a card, and I couldn't be happier for her finding love again. A commenter wrote, Leakes doesn't even like Cynthia, and Leakes responded, "You're right, I love Cynthia like a sister." Bailey then chimed in on the post and said that she was thankful for the beautiful gift, especially the car. Both were a lovely surprise, and it meant a lot. Now the fans and me peeped Bailey remark, but I'm hesitant to celebrate, believing Bailey is too eager to kind of let her back in. I don't understand. Especially after the end of season 11, she was told, Nene said that a woman was sneaky and underhand at the end of season 11. I guess Cynthia had a change of heart because, see, even back in April of this year, she told Strahan and Sarah sometimes friendships need a break. And I feel like looking back on everything that, and knowing the kind of person I am, the friend that I've been to her, this friendship isn't healthy for me, and she was basically saying she was going to leave it alone. See, this is my thing about Cynthia. Although she is a beautiful woman, and I like me some Cynthia, but one thing about her I never liked is Cynthia is a fence rider. She go with the wind. She don't have no backbone to her. Nene has been dogging you out on this show ever since you've really been on here. She uses you and abuses you, and constantly you turn the other cheek. Now, I don't know what happened, and, maybe they've had private conversations that we, the public, are not privy to, but there is no way in hell the way that woman acted a fool at the end of last year's Real Housewives of Atlanta, which she and I were able to be friends. We could never sit down at the table of brotherhood and love. We would never do nothing like that, because one thing I have come to understand in my 46 years on this earth is that if I tell you what you're doing to offend me and you continue to do that, that tells me that you care nothing about me, and I do not need to have your toxicity in my reach. I don't need that around me. I roll off of emotions sometimes, but logic all the time. And if it don't fit, I ain't gonna force it, and I'm not kissing nobody's ass. So I don't know why Cynthia continues to allow this woman to be in her life. We don't know if maybe that's just something they saying just to keep it cool and cute online. I really don't believe that could be the case, because Nene is very vocal about going off on any of these women when she feels like it. So I don't know. I just hope Cynthia wake up and smell the coffee at some point and stop trying to be a friend to a woman who is clearly not your friend. Moving right along, Stevie J. The judge issued an arrest warrant for Jocelyn Hernandez after she refused to turn over their child. She was on the verge of getting arrested after she blatantly disregarded the child custody agreement she has with Stevie J by denying him the right to see their daughter. Stevie had a right to take custody of their 2-year-old daughter, Bunny Bella, from July the 28th to August the 11th. Jocelyn, however, was in Miami shooting marriage boot camp, so she traveled there on. So when he traveled there on the 28th to pick her up, instead of turning Bunny Bella over to her father, Jocelyn took the child and flew to Los Angeles. Stevie J and his attorney immediately ran to the courts, and the judge in the custody case issued a warrant for arrest Thursday, ordering Jocelyn to turn over the child, stat, or be taken into custody. Stevie J has flown to L.A. late Friday night, and now we shall see because the judge made it clear that if Jocelyn doesn't return the child over to the L.A. County Sheriff's Department, she will be arrested immediately. Because she violated that custody agreement, the judge switched the custody over to Stevie J solely until August the 15th, when they'll be back in the Fulton County Court. What the hell wrong with Jocelyn? Update. I had an update on that, guys. Stevie J and his attorney tell TMZ that Jocelyn has flown back to Miami with Bunny Bella. Stevie, however, is still in L.A., but he says one of his adult children who lives in Florida is going to pick Bunny up. Now, we going to see if Jocelyn going to give him up. My thing with Jocelyn is simply this. Girl. I don't know why you and this man keep bumping heads. At the end of the day, what y'all had didn't work out, and I think you knew it wasn't going to work out from the jump. Why you make it so hard for this man? Every time I turn around, it's like you one of them women that once the relationship ends, you play games with the kid in regards to the man as an effort to get some get back. As long as he's not abusing this child in any kind of way, I don't think she should play them kind of games with her. I just don't. One day these people gonna grow up. Anyway, on yesterday, guys, in El Paso, Texas, there was a shooting by a guy who walked into a local Walmart and just randomly started shooting people, and I have an update on that today. El Paso shooting being treated as a domestic terrorism. Police say the suspect is cooperating. The man accused of gunning down nearly 24 Walmart shoppers in Texas has been open with authorities, willing to give detectives answers about one of the worst mass murders in U.S. history, officials said Sunday. While El Paso police officer Greg Allen declined to elaborate on what kind of statements are being made by the alleged mass murderer, Patrick Wood Cruces, a 20-year-old, has apparently spoken freely. He was forthcoming with information, Allen told reporters. He basically didn't hold back anything. Particular questions were asked, and he responded in a way it needed to be answered. Prosecutors say Sunday they'll seek capital punishment against Cruces, who was arrested shortly after he allegedly killed 20 people and wounded 26 by opening fire at a Walmart filled with customers stocking back to school goods around 10:30 a.m. Saturday. He is eligible for the death penalty. We will seek the death penalty, El Paso District Attorney told reporters. The loss of life is so great that we have never seen anything like this in our community. The county prosecutor said El Paso residents demand justice. Like the bright sunshine today, that is, we are really a good, loving community, and we will hold him accountable. Moments later, U.S. Attorney for the Western District of Texas said his federal prosecutors are investigating Cruces with a view toward bringing federal hate crime charges and federal firearm charges, which carry a penalty of death. The suspect posted a diatribe against immigrants just before the shooting, a senior law enforcement officer said. He railed against immigrants in Texas and pushed talking points about preserving European identity in America. El Paso is the nation's 22nd largest city with an estimated population of 682,669. It's more of a 80% Hispanic or Latino according to the U.S. Census data. We are also treating this as a domestic terrorism case. This meets and appears to be designed to intimidate a civilian population, to say the least. We are treating it as a domestic terrorism case. We are going to do what we do to terrorists in this country, which is deliver swift and certain justice. Cruz's is an Allen, Texas resident, reportedly purchased a weapon legally. The alleged shooter is being held on capital murder charges, according to El Paso jail records. They say they started removing bodies from the Walmart on Sunday. When asked to describe the carnage of the scene, the El Paso police chief said he couldn't possibly paint an accurate picture. He could only speak to the smell of death. When I first got this job, I never knew that there was an odor to blood. There is, Allen said. Until you firsthand see that, my description of all of it as far as horrific would be underserving as far as what the crime scene looks like. This is ridiculous. Something wrong, y'all. Something is wrong with these people. See, that's why I'm so concerned about the presidential election of 2020. Because for 4 years and a year prior to that, this man who now sits as the head of this country has been allowed to get up on national public platforms and say anything that he wants to. He spews his hate. Thinking, and a lot of people think that, oh, he just talking, ain't nobody paying him no attention. No, people are paying him attention because there are people who feel exactly like him. And they're willing to go to extreme measures, such as what has happened now in El Paso, Texas, to try to support him and help him in the movement. This country was built on the backs of many types of people. And I think that if a person has secured the proper paperwork to be in this country, let them be. Hispanics and you know, Hispanics are not taking up jobs. I honestly, they got the jobs y'all don't want. Like the Latino or Hispanic guy from Queen Sugar said last week, while y'all out there fighting, we out here maintaining, meaning that we do the work you don't want to do. And again, I just feel like if you get the proper paperwork, this is supposed to be the home of the free and the brave. If you secure the proper paperwork and you want to come here and build a better life for you and your family, why shouldn't you be able to do so? Building a wall ain't going to stop none of this, because they going to find a way to come anyway. And if you got a problem with people from the Hispanic community, the black community, it doesn't matter what community, then you need to figure out what you're going to do. Because this country, this land is made for you and for me. Okay? That's why I'm very cautious. Even though I am a very minute spectacle in a big pond of people who are major on social media, I'm just a little bitty speckled child. I'm probably a guppy fish in a pond full of all of us who have social media platforms where we spew our thoughts and opinions in. I'm very careful about the message that I send out. Yeah, I like a nasty kiki every now and again, and I will windmill when necessary. But one thing I definitely try to do is I'm responsible in how I present whatever it is that I'm talking about. I try not to, because see, you don't know who's listening to you. You may have people out here who are hardcore fans of you. And if because something is irritating them or they agree with a certain philosophy you may believe in, they may go out here and whereas you're only talking shit, swallowing spit on a damn platform, they could very well be trying to plot and twist in their mind how to do something to you. My point is, you have to be responsible for the message that you put out into this world, because you don't know who's listening. And I'm sick of all of this discrimination against people. Now, I do not feel that if you are not in this country legally, that you should be allowed to stay, because it's a procedure, it's a process, it's levels to this stuff, okay? But if you have done what you're supposed to do, and you're in this country, I have a problem with that. This made me sad, because here these people in this Walmart minding their business, trying to get their shop on for back to school. And because you hate these people, because you in your mind, they not American, decides to go into a damn Walmart and randomly begin to shoot people. 20 people dead, 26 injured. Really? Wow. Anyway, 21 years old, his life is pretty much over with. He will never see free land again. All because of hate. It ain't that deep, people. It ain't that deep. Now, I ain't gonna walk around here and nor am I gonna get on this thing and tell y'all I love everybody. Hell no, there's some people I absolutely think that is a waste of human life. I think that they are a waste of space. It's like, why are you here? But it's not my judgment to decide who stay and who go. All I have to do is make sure I stay away from whatever that offends me. And my heart is broke for these people and their families. Wow. I just don't know what this country is coming to. I don't know what this world is coming to. People are so desensitized today. That's why if you have any spiritual beliefs, I ain't Christian, I'm just spiritual. I believe in staying prayed up and watching my surroundings at all times. Because I'm sure nobody in that Walmart yesterday expected what happened to happen. And it saddens me that we live in a time and age where people are okay with taking human life so easily. Just very saddening. But I will be keeping up on this story. If you guys have anything else you want me to talk about this week, please send me the message. However you can send it to me, let me know. Send me the link, whatever, and we'll talk on it. My condolences to everybody who lost their lives my condolences to the families who loved ones lost their lives in this tragedy yesterday. My heart is very heavy for you people over in El Paso, Texas. And I pray you strength and healing during your bereavement. And for those of you who were injured but kept your lives, I'm so glad that the Most High decided to allow you to keep your life, because it is some deranged people out here in this world, and you didn't do anything wrong. Whew, that's it. That's all, guys. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video. Ratings get me recognized on the YouTube streets. Comment down below in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all the subject matter that has been discussed in this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel today for the free 99, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Also tap your notification bell button and set it to all so that each and every time I drop a pre-recorded video or go live from this channel, you will be notified and you can come over and join in the conversation. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. I see y'all. It's like y'all coming in here like 10 to 15 new ones a day, and I'm very, very happy. I hope you like the ambiance. I hope you enjoy the entertainment along with the little gems of wisdom that I jump down and give you every now and again. I hope you enjoy me overall, and I thank you so much for taking a moment to subscribe to the channel and for supporting Lady Nyca. Y'all have a great remainder to your Sunday. Love After Lockup will be my next upload. Peace.